All right, riders, welcome back. We're heading into the maze today. This one is located on the Felkers Falls network. Lots of trails back here. This one's a little bit hidden. It's not on Trail Fork, so you're not going to find it. But if you've been on this trail and you know, you know. So hop on your bikes, let's go for a ride. And if you go to the right, it connects to back to the main trail again. But yeah, we crossed this little bridge and now we're inside. So I was here riding probably a week ago. It's a little wet today. We've had so much rain. But this thing winds like a snake. Just got to be careful because it is a little slick, but that's okay. Lots of features. So that little roller, I didn't really have a lot of speed there, so we'll skip that one, but there's plenty. One thing I did notice is they added a bunch of skinnies. So if you're into that, you probably really like that part of this. All right, here's the first feature. There's another one coming up. So it's a little bit longer, not as steep, but you roll off into a corner. And a rock garden. Yeah, there's some mud. A little rock garden. Gets darker once you get kind of deeper in. There's way more trees. I'm going to go at a moderate pace. Not too fast. You can tell I'm breathing hard already. But literally, I mean, it's been nicknamed the maze by some riders, and that's what it is. Especially your first time riding here, you're gonna be like, where am I? There's a few jumps in here, nothing crazy. Just little ones. It really depends on what direction you're going to. It is two-way, so all right, we got a little berm here. If you're into cross country, this would be great for you. You'd probably really like this. And if you're into technical riding, to pose some challenges. A lot of sharp turns too. Rock garden, root garden, little climb. Another little climb. So this forks right here. If you keep going straight, you're gonna get the whole trail. Cool rock garden. And a log roller. I'm going to say 90% of this trail you're pedaling. So if you're looking to get cardio, this is your ticket. Berm. You will encounter riders coming the opposite direction from time to time. But the cool thing is you can see and hear them coming, so. And there's enough visual line of sight that you're really not going to be blinded or blindsided by anybody. I want to try that. I think coming back the opposite direction is probably the better way of giving that a go. Another little log roller there. Another rock garden. A lot of these features have been added in this year, or even possibly last year. I've been riding on this trail for probably 10 years. And a lot of this stuff wasn't there. Yeah, it's really wet back in here. Gotta watch your traction. Oh, that's muddy. Oh yeah, that's muddy. Looks like I'm washing the bike. The rain and the wind has caused a lot of branches and even trees to fall down, blocking the path. When I was here last week, there was a tree blocking. It's a pretty big one too. I always wonder what it would be like to be here when one of those go down. Not in its path, of course. Like I said, it's pretty technical. Some spots can really challenge your balance. And if you're not going the proper speed, you could fall over. A rock garden. Lots of mosquitoes back here. Should have put on some bug spray. There's teeter-totter. There's a rock garden. Yeah, it's slippery in here. Can feel my rear wheel spinning. Oh yeah. It is slippery. Nice little bridge. log roll. A little bit drier here. Oh, to do this whole thing, it takes about an hour, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, you can see there's trees down. They're not big ones, but some smaller ones off to the side. This is cool. You got to give props to the people who built this trail and the ones that maintain it. They do a fantastic job keeping this thing rideable. This thing's like a snake. Just twisting, turning, slithering all over the place. And it'll bite you if you if you get caught off guard. One of these days I'm gonna hit that. Every time I approach it, it gets spooked. If anybody has any advice on how to roll into those big rock gardens, I guess they are, rock rollers, the ones that are piled up a little bit higher, please leave a comment. I mean, it's all about progression, right? But one day, I want to advance and start hitting some of those gaps. Just need a little more practice. Yeah, if it wasn't so muddy and wet, you could take a lot of these corners carrying some speed. See, we got a tree down. Another climb. There's a nice little berm here. This is cool. So here are those skinnies I was telling you about coming up. And the berm sweeps to the left. berm. Whoa, it's slippery. Should have hit that. Here's the skinny. Another skinny. This one's so cool. Somebody actually planed the top of it to make it flat. So sick. Look at this one. Let's try it and see. Oh, well, I exited on the wrong side, but I almost had it. Cool berm. This one is neat too. Some of these features, you really have to have good traction in order to actually make it. That one probably could be done. Like I said, see, there's so many skinnies all over this part of the trail. It's sick. I'd love to come in here and film some riders that are actually doing this stuff. There's another one on the left. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these features were not here. And they just add to this trail. Like, they make it so much better to ride. So many log rollers on this trail. I like them though. They're fun to get up. The steep ones are harder, clearly. But when you accomplish them, they're pretty cool. It's a bit of a rocky section here. From what I remember, we got a bit of a climb coming up, I think. There we go. Makes you wonder how many years it took to actually clear this trail. climb. We're coming to the end. This feeds back out into the main trail. And you can hit other trails from there. And there's a really cool downhill. And that, folks, that's the maze. Leave a comment if you've ever ridden this trail before. And again, any feedback would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it, because I really want to keep progressing and getting better, so I can hit some of those other features like the skinnies and stuff. Good ride today though. Definitely worked up a sweat. Okay, riders, well, thanks again for coming along on this ride with me today. Super fun. And remember, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. I really want to try and make this thing, take off. So like the video, subscribe, and share it. It helps so much. We'll see you guys on the next ride.